Blue Electric here, brother. All right, boys. I gotta hang up the jersey. After years of service, it finally happened. The notorious button snap malfunction occurred. The MP series from Vito Pro Pack is notorious for this malfunction. It's this button snap here. I got a group chat of 5 electricians. We all have MP pouches, and mine was the last one to stand the test of time, but Father Time wins all. And last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, this guy, I was at work, minding my own business, and I feel a weight shift on my thigh. I look down, and this guy is hanging on for dear life on my belt, which is this guy. This is kind of what I use every day on my pants. And it was just hanging off of my belt. And then 30 minutes later, snap. 30 minutes later, snap. Kept happening, until I finally went into put this in my pocket. You know, you could put this in your little chapstick pocket, and it sits a little higher, but it ain't the same, you know. If you bend over, this thing will fall out if you have it in your chapstick pocket. So I was kind of forced to upgrade, which I was planning on doing anyway, because I got a new non-dominant left side pouch, and I wanted to upgrade sizes. I want a bigger pouch. Now that I work for myself, I got to be more versatile. So shout out to my girlfriend. She ended up buying me the MP2X. I think this will cost you around $100, give or take a couple. You look it up on Vito Pro Pack's website. I think they offer like payment plans and stuff. You could do Afterpay or whatever financing they have for it. But my girl got it, so shout out to her. The huge difference in the pouches, and shout out to Vito Pro Pack, man, because they have a decent social media game, and they've obviously been listening to us, and they did away with the button belt loop, which I kind of wish they would have kept some form of belt loop on the Tech series. I'll take this stuff out real quick. I kind of wish they did, because now this thing is flat, right? They could have done some sort of belt loop, did away with the button and did just some permanent stitching, but that's okay. It would have been a nice option, but it's fine. They gave us this awesome belt clip here. I was kind of iffy on the belt just from the pictures. My brother got this before I did. He loved it, and that was enough for me to go full send on it, and it's great. It sits on my hip awesomely. Not only did they upgrade the design, they upgraded the color. I mean, look at that. It's just a beautiful black. It's a part of their Tech series now. You can see on the back, Tech series, MP2X. They kept the little chapstick pocket thing, which is cool too. Since I got a bigger size, as you can tell, there's a few more pockets, mainly in this big area here. So this is just a big giant open pocket over here, but now they did 2 more pockets, and they moved, and again, I don't know if it's a size difference, but they have these little slots in the back, and they moved them to the side, so they're no longer in the back. They got them on the side, and again, I don't know if that's the size, thing, but I'm not too worried about it. I won't go into too much just because I don't have the MP2. I got the MP1. One other thing I notice is these 4 items I carry in the front here that is in the pouch currently, they never really move. Like I have my pipe bending setup right now. You know, later I could go and be doing something else, and I'll switch up my stuff. But for the most part, these 5 items kind of stay in there, and my insider long stays in there all the time. I carry this all the time with me. So the 4 items, like my hot stick, my light, my Sharpie, and my pencil, used to go in these 4 slots here, and they would go straight down, which I really liked. Not only because it just looks nice, these flare out now. The outside pockets still go straight down, but these two in the middle where you see my hot stick and my Sharpie, let me take this knife off. They kind of flare out. You see how it goes out to the side? It's not a huge deal, it's just a difference that I noticed. And I've spent years kind of like gaping and stretching these pockets out to fit what I want in there. Like I had to stretch this guy out to fit my new light from Monstrum. So I'm gonna have to do some stretching on this one as far as this pocket goes. This little, I never really hang a tape measure on this little, I don't even know what you call it. I don't like to do it just because it's a weird, it feels like a weird weight on the outside. I don't like it. I always carry strippers in here, and I always carry a pocket knife in there. And now it even looks a little smaller too if I'm looking straight on. Yeah, it looks a little smaller, but I've used it for about a week. It sits on my hip great, but when I go to pull out my strippers, I always get caught in this little slot, and I'm hoping it does stretch out a little bit the more I use it. But if not, it's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. Like I said, this thing is awesome. I can't really technically do a review on it, but they're pretty similar to where I could feel comfortable doing like a mini review. And I definitely recommend this pouch, man. It is amazing. If I was piping some stuff the other day, and this is kind of my setup, and the POV when I look down on this is this. Bam. I just like how my drivers sit all like in a row. From before, I couldn't really do that. I was kind of obviously limited on space, but before I was carrying my my insider long here, and if I had any screwdrivers on the side, they'd sit like this. It was starting to get crowded, you know, and if I put my linesmans in here, it'll stretch this pocket out, and it does kind of make it hard to grab, you know, whichever one goes in first kind of gets itself lodged in there, and it was kind of getting tough to pull stuff out. But now that I've upgraded sizes, I don't have that issue anymore. I can see everything, I can grab everything clearly. So it is definitely an upgrade. It comes with this tape holder, which I don't hang tape off of the thing, off of these D-rings. If they made like a T version of this, I'd probably grab that. I like the T version. Oh, you could do it with one hand. You could still do it with one hand, but yeah, whatever. Another thing I really liked about this, so before, if you guys are familiar with Vito Pro Pack, I have an OT MC as my everyday carry, and this is also my everyday carry. So I show up to jobs with this mounted to my OT MC, and they have D-rings, so they'll have the handle, and on the sides they have D-rings like this, and I would loop this and then this through through the D-ring, and I'd clamp it there, and it would kind of just sit there and hang off of my OT MC, which was kind of time consuming and not a huge pain in the ass, but it's not ideal and it's not convenient. Versus now, I have this beautiful clip. I can just, boom, I'm ready to rock. I can pull it off, pull it on, pull it off fast. And I really like that. Yeah, guys, I am really enjoying my new pouch, Vito. They don't miss, brother. They don't miss. Shout out to them. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm going to do a video on, since I upgraded my non-dominant pouch and now I've upgraded my dominant pouch, I want to show you guys how I carry my everyday carry stuff. So I have both my dominant and non-dominant on my everyday carry on the sides, and we're gonna do a video on that here soon. So shout out to you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.